Sister Kate here. I had a request from a viewer to do a 5-gallon bucket medical kit video, and I thought about that. I personally would not spend like $200 on medical gear. I would go the discount route, so that's what I did. I went to Dollar Tree and I just went down a couple of their aisles and I grabbed everything I saw that I thought would have some kind of medical application. And the whole thing now, it was about $29 for the stuff, and the bucket was like $3 at Walmart. So, without further ado, let's look at what's in the bucket. And I left everything in the packaging so you could identify it, but if it were all out of the packaging, it would all fit down in the bucket. So the first thing, and this is not rank ordered by what's most important, this is just stuff in the bucket. This is a knee support for your knee. It would be because if you're doing like a emergency, we'll just say it's a, not end of the world, but just an emergency situation and you have to walk, you could twist your knee or your ankle, so that's why I included knee support, and I also have ankle support. There's a spoiler for you. So there's that. The next item was just paper towels, and not paper towels, cloth towel. I thought about this as a kind of bandage because if you had a big cut and you want to stop the bleeding, but I also thought of it as kind of padding. If you have something rubbing or whatever, you could stuff it. And it's very absorbent, so if you needed to get water or something, you can soak it up and squeeze it out. Just sort of an overall type use for the towel. Then I have what I call lady diapers. The Dollar Tree where I shopped did not have big gauze bandages. And so an alternative, I'm not doing this right, an alternative to that is maxi pads. They're very absorbent. And you can, stick them on something if you need to. They have a sticky side to them, and they're really good in an emergency situation. So I grabbed those 4 bandage, padding bandages. Duct tape. Duct tape is a be-all, end-all. You can repair things, hoses, you can strap things down, but the medical application I have for the duct tape, I can refer you back to, honey, what are you doing? The video where I used a stick and some padding and we splinted a goat's broken leg. So that's the application specifically I have this duct tape for. Next, we have an elastic bandage. It used to be called an ACE bandage. Same thing as the knee support, it's for sprains. And you may sprain something if you're in an emergency situation, if you're having to flee, if you're having to climb and do other physical things that you're not used to. That's what these are for. It controls the swelling, because swelling is where a lot of the pain comes from when you have strained yourself. Got one of those. Okay, another one of the towels. We've already gone over that. I've got 2 of them. Here's an ankle support bandage. And since you have 2 ankles, I think I have 2 bandages, but we'll see. I got Hydrocortisone Cream because for bug bites, scratches, poison ivy, contact dermatitis, Hydrocortisone Cream is what's going to reduce the itching and the swelling. An alternative to that would be plantain, the weed plantain. That would be another video, but that's why I have the Hydrocortisone Cream. It's like having a birthday present or something like that. It's kind of fun. Okay, another elastic bandage. You got 2 ankles, you got 2 wrists. You may need both of them. All right, the Dollar Tree did have small gauze pads, and this would be for some cuts. If you ever get, some cut that's got bleeding and it's bigger than what a Band-Aid would cover, this is the next size. And I got a couple of those too because you don't know how many cuts you may get. I got ibuprofen. This would be for pain, so you strained your back while you're lugging your, 50 whatever pound rucksack, or while you're pulling yourself out of something or moving big rocks. So I got ibuprofen for reducing swelling and pain. I got a packet of disposable gloves. I really don't think I need to explain it to you. you don't want to touch anything caustic. You want to try to keep yourself clean. If you have to do any first aid on people, you don't want blood on you, etc., etc. And I got 100 of them because you may need to use them more than once. Okay, this is a laxative. Now, you may start laughing about that. But if you are in an emergency and the food supply that you're used to is no longer available to you for any length of time. Where was I? Ah, yes, a laxative for if you are seriously constipated because the way your food habits would change when you are in an emergency. And this is something to consider. It really could happen. All right, we still have a few more things. Have hemorrhoid cream. Because when you lift really heavy stuff, you can cause some damage. And those things are not to be played with. You can get an infection. It can actually end up killing you eventually if you don't take care of that sort of situation. And so I got that. Little graphic, I get that. But I want to be real with you all. I don't want to be like sugarcoating stuff. All right, then I got some herbs, some spices, because they do have medicinal application. Cayenne pepper is for wounds to stop bleeding. Garlic powder or garlic in general is an antibacterial. And so you could put that in things that you're cooking to help keep your immunity against bacteria up. Got at least one more. And I got cinnamon. Well, this said cinnamon sugar. I thought it was just cinnamon because it's an anti-inflammatory. So you could make yourself food that had cinnamon in it, and it's good for you. This is waterproof tape. This is for if you need to put the gauze because you have a wound, you're going to wrap it with something like this to keep that bandage in place. More to keep germs out than to actually, you know, be keeping a whole lot in, because your blood will pool and make a scab, but you want to protect the wound area from getting germs into it. And so the tape would go with the gauze to do the wound wrapping. We're almost done. Well, I got a few things. I guess I can group these guys together. Cold medicine, got daytime and nighttime. It's going to make you sleepy, but it takes care of coughs and your runny nose and everything, and a cold just makes you miserable. And if you're fleeing, you want to try to make yourself less miserable. Take care of the aches and the pains and things. So I got those. I got anti-diarrheal pills. Same thing with the constipation. You could also get diarrhea from being on the run, dirty water, germs, etc. They can really be helpful. Acetaminophen, because ibuprofen is hard on your stomach, and also you can alternate these because they're two different medicines to keep swelling and pain down. Another waterproof tape because one just isn't enough. The two different kinds of hydrogen peroxide. I thought it was going to be the two different kinds of alcohol, and isopropyl alcohol. Now, witch hazel alcohol is also a hemorrhoid treatment, where isopropyl alcohol would be to disinfect things, to clean things, and hydrogen peroxide is a very inexpensive antibacterial. It's going to tear up your skin while it's healing it, but it's better than just having an infection get completely out of control. And then last is a roll of paper towels, again for absorbency, to help you keep clean. If you can't take this towel and wash it, then it's better you use something disposable to do cleaning jobs and throw them away. And remember, this is a medical application. This is not just general, we're having a disaster and I need to think of every single thing. This is for medical things. So wound cleaning, you know, if you have to pad an eye because you got an eye injury and then tape over it, things like that. That sort of like the gauze. So all the stuff in the bucket from Dollar Tree cost $29 again, and the bucket was around $3. So this whole kit is about $30. Now, the person who requested it talked about me being an EMT. I was a certified EMT. I'm no longer certified because I'm getting a little bit long in the tooth to be on a volunteer fire department. But the thing about EMT training is it is intermediate training to get you from where the accident scene EMT training and knowledge is to get you from your accident scene to a higher level of medical care. An EMT is not a doctor. So what we're doing here, what we would be doing, is dealing with trauma incidentals that come along with bugging out. I hope this has been helpful. I hope this is something that satisfies the person's desire to have a video like this. If there's anything else you all want me to do, just go ahead and put it in the comments. Thanks for watching. Shalom. Bless you.